could bring you back, I'll do it in a split second. No ifs, ands, or buts at all. I've been thinking about you. Ooh, I've been thinking of you. If I could bring you back, been thinking about you. I've been thinking of you.
Mic check. 1, 2, test. Just making sure everything sounds good. Let me get my life together before I switch over. I'm about to light me up one. All right, what's good? What's good? I see people in the chat already. Oja, what's good? Lou, good to see you, boo. Noah, what's good, bro? Yes, The Dream did come out with a new album, and it is a sequel. Let me go ahead and switch over my camera, because I'm trying to make sure I get all this shit out of my eye. Hey, Keisha, good to see you. There we go. That would be the one time my eyelash tried to get in my fucking eye. I'm so sick of this shit. How's it going, y'all? How's it going? It is Nixus here, aka the Goth Pitbull, for another episode of Spinning the Block. Tom is here, my co-pilot as always, and we're getting crossfaded. I have another seltzer, since I don't drink these often, and there's like a bajillion of them in the refrigerator, so I gotta drink them all. So Black Alpha gave me another shout out. Oh, that's my homie right there. That is just, I love him. He is a delight. Just, oh my god. Him, his family, I always show my support to him, because he showed me support at a time where I was still very, very, like, small, and he gave me a chance. He gave my videos a chance to be put on the same platform as your Screwface Johns, your No Life Shacks, your Knox Hills. I would have never dreamed that my reaction would be up there next to Knox Hill and Screwface and No Life Shack. I would have never in a million fucking years. But he has been there consistently, shouting me out from day one, and that is why he is a fucking OG. He is the OGest of OGs. And salute to you, sir. And don't let YouTube keep you from doing what you do, because I remember YouTube like demonetized his whole channel because of reused content. Like, they want to crack down on this so-called reused content so badly, but they don't want to crack down on the actual reused content where it's people slapping an AI filter on somebody else's shit and passing it off as their own. But you know what? No, that's fine. I'm not going to go into a tangent about it, because I'm here for the music today. It's on the lunch table roasting Trap. What the hell did Trap? What did Trap do now? Everybody's getting roasted. Lupe getting roasted. Talib's getting roasted. Now Trap? What he do? Oh Lord. Was it on the lunch table earlier that he was acting a fool? Cause when it comes to people who be pissing off the community consecutively, it's always a back and forth between Trap and Stat. I love me some Stat. Don't get me wrong, I love Stat to death, but he be pissing he be getting people riled up. And I know that's why Justin has him there, because he is that one friend. He is that friend where y'all kick it, and he's always gonna piss somebody off, but in the most hilarious way possible. That's funny as fuck. Call him an underdog. Good lord, you call him Daffy Duck. I'm I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna have lunch table people out here flaming me because I went along with y'all's tomfoolery. Pun absolutely intended, Tom. All right. But yes, you heard correctly. The Dream has come out with another album, and it's the sequel to his critically acclaimed Love Hate that was released back in 2007. I'm not looking at y'all. Noah, I'm not looking at you, bro. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to remain neutral in this. And I can't do that. Because every time I look over, Noah's talking shit. So I'm not looking at y'all. So we got some features on this album that I was very interested. We got 17 tracks, an hour and 6 minutes. We got a few features here. Let me go to this screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Bam. Now, if you see, first thing that comes up, Mr. Ursher, or Usher, as the normies call him. Then we got Pusha T and Swizz Beatz. Then we got T.I. Then we go down here and I see the goddess herself, Miss Kelly Rowland. So that's and this, of course, it's a Spanish song. And we go all the way down to the bottom where we have Perfect featuring Rick Ross. So we got some features here. I want to see what's happening with these features. Oh, damn, I wish I had my tablet charged, otherwise I would be taking notes. Fuck. God, well, I gotta do it old school. Let's see. Gotta use the old notebook. People been using it since the dawn of creation. My phone bugging. I've only seen clips of stat, but I haven't heard a bad stat take. Yeah, the last time Love Hate, the official Love Hate album, the first one, was released back in 2007. Right off of the heels. I didn't know he also was a writer. He's like the mid 2000s version of Babyface. He's written for Beyonce several times. He's on every single one of her albums as a writer. He's written for Rihanna. He's written for Justin Bieber. He's written for Sierra. So I didn't know he Umbrella. Yeah, he wrote that. He wrote that. He was a co-writer on it. So Umbrella by Rihanna. You could thank The Dream for that. And all of Beyonce's hits, like Single Ladies, you have The Dream to thank for that. Miss Ethel is crazy as fuck, Noah. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I was listening to the original Love Hate album just as in preparation of what was to come. Just because, I want to come to these things prepared. I don't want to come here floundering, not knowing what the fuck I'm getting myself into. So I've definitely heard a few of the Dream songs before, and I didn't realize it. Definitely a club banger dude. Up there with the likes of Usher. Like his whole thing, club anthems. He is a talented songwriter. I had no idea. He's been nominated for 21 Grammys, to which he's won, I think, 8. And it's all for, and he was even, I think he was either named or nominated for Songwriter of the Year. I can't remember what year it was, but I was reading his credentials that they usually put on like Spotify or YouTube about his career. But he's been influential in a lot of popular songs. He's pretty much Beyonce's like number one co-writer. That's like the first writer she goes to. And it's like they said he's been on every single one of her albums as a writer since I Am Sasha Fierce. So think about that. Think about how many albums Beyonce has put out since I Am Sasha Fierce. And from then on, he was just her writer. She wouldn't take anybody else. She was like, nah, him. Right there. That's him. Never, I didn't attend LT. I didn't see LT either, but I'm gonna probably watch the replay later. Yeah, they'd be bullying people in there. I don't know why Trap's getting roasted, but he probably said something that pissed people off. If I had to hazard a guess. But we're gonna switch to this screen. And we're gonna start with the first track. This is One of One. Let me turn my volume up so y'all can hear. I like the vocals already. Ooh, sound like a Weekend joint. Well, considering he was the Weekend before the Weekend was the Weekend. Okay. The production sounds nice. Vocals are nice too. Alright, so gonna be something different. I love these harmonies. Yeah, if there's one thing I'll say, he's definitely taken inspiration from Prince. Listening to Love Hate, the original album, I can't remember if it was the second or third song, but that was like a Prince song modernized. It literally had the same formula as a Prince song. And even down to the weird syncopated beat, the synths in the background, the vocals that were like layered on top of each other, the vocals in the mix that kind of echo. It was literally it was so Prince coded. It wasn't even funny, but it was a good song. What's good, bro? I see him, Noah. We listening to the Dreams new album. You can ride to this. This is definitely something that I would play in the whip. That's how I'm judging this song. Is if it can be played in the whip. Can you? Is it going on the playlist? We're going. Let's see. Whip, club, bedroom. That's how we judging this criteria. If it meets all three, then it gets a pass. A shout out to Sagin, bro. He's also a musician. But yeah, take notes, bro, because I didn't realize that Dream was literally just him. He's been writing for everybody. Like I said, he's a modern day. He's like Babyface fused with Music Soul Child. I love this kind of deep, almost blown out bass, but it really gives it a little bit of atmosphere. It's very heavy, very not dark, but kind of very seductive, very sultry. But I don't know, that deep bass along with those synth pads kind of give it some body. Ooh, those dark synths in the back. Ooh, that was nasty. At his height, the Dream did songs with gym class heroes? Really? I did not know that. Damn, he's really just been out here, out here. Oh, and then we get the thunder again. Feels very thematic. And his albums have always done that. I noticed Love Hate, the original one, had a lot of it was very cinematic in the way each song flowed into the next. Typically there was like, I don't know, a phone ringing or a scenario that was taking place. It you could definitely feel the emotion that the music was trying to get across.
Previously on Love Hate.
Okay, we got Bring That Body. Ooh. Oh, okay. They're okay. Him as a producer, I'm gonna tell you what, man. There's some production choices that I'm really loving right now. There's a lot of shit that's jumping around in the mix, especially with that kind of descending synth that was all over the place. I love that shit. It's stylistic choices like that is what I really like because it gives it some uniqueness. It makes it feel real, it makes it feel like, somebody was in the studio having fun on the synth pad and they was like, put that in there, put it in there, just kind of wetting it up a little bit, put it in there, hit the period. But I don't know, I love that shit. Tell me how to fix it. Call it hating, but he ain't shit. And the word is, nigga ain't loving you. There we go. Just turn it up so y'all can hear it at least. That's hilarious. Yeah, this is definitely a club. Well, goddamn. Okay, yeah. Club, bedroom. Mm-hmm.
I ain't lying, this ain't bullshit. Stop crying over bullshit ass niggas. Stop lying over silly ass niggas. Cause the more you talk about it, something gon' end up wrong with you.
Oh,
That ain't love.
yeah.
You know it, and you know it. When you go start looking for that thing you claim you've been looking for. And I ain't judging, I'm just a messenger here to undress you. Maybe I shouldn't have addressed you like that. Try to bring that body over here.
I'm just a messenger here to undress you. Hey, freak boy.
Leave that fuck nigga over. Leave your body over here. Over there.
Oh, the thotties gonna be shouting this one in the clubs. Oh my god. Again, he is really channeling that Mr. Steal Your Girl energy. I'm gonna write that down. This is for the review later. Ooh. Okay. I will say that the chorus would have probably benefited from having at least something before he adds everything the second time. Because especially with super auto-tuned vocals like that, after a while it starts to feel unnatural. Because the natural human voice, every noise that emits produces a wave. It oscillates. That means it fluctuates. And so the human voice, no matter what, the natural human voice will always have a vibrato. Whether it's very small and subtle or it's super heavy like an opera, natural voices have vibrato. And so when you have like super auto-tuned vocals where it's staying on one note and there's no oscillation, it sounds very robotic. I don't know if that was the point, but that's just a personal critique of mine. That's why I don't like using auto-tuned vocals, and that's why I don't like super heavy auto-tuned vocals, because it just doesn't sound natural, especially when you're holding a note. And I noticed that Kem, the R&B singer Kem, he did this a lot. And we clowned him. We sure did. Me and my brother clowned the fuck out of him for it. Your love's like a river, girl. Yeah, we clowned the fuck out of him for that. It's the same thing there. Whereas he was using it more as a style thing. I don't know if he's using it as a style thing, but that's just me personally. I feel like he could have added something a little more to that so that it didn't feel quite as siren, so it didn't like kind of drone on. I don't know, because after a couple seconds listening to that same note just in like perfect pitch, no oscillation, it sounds less like a voice and it sounds more like a droning alarm going off in your head, and it gets a little meh, like a little uncomfortable because it's not natural. But I'll go back. That's my one criticism. I heard a laugh. Alright, this is Love Sound.
I see your lace up through your white tee. Bring them real jeans, sit it on me. Bring that thing here.
Okay.
In my ear, shouting you the shit. Come on, that shit right here.
It's an ambitious beat. Yeah, like right there. It's almost as if they put an echo. They put like a bit of a delay on it, and they put I don't know, they put like reverb on it. They put super reverb on the echo. And I don't know, it kind of sounds like hitting a snare drum with a brush, with the, you know, the brush sticks that they have in jazz, but you let it kind of bounce a couple times. That's kind of what it felt like to me, or that's what it gives off. It's kind of jazzy, very jazzy. Yeah, this is 100% a bedroom song. This is like Trey Songz if he actually had talent. I've noticed that it's a lot of slow jams. I'm loving it. I'm wondering if there's gonna be a theme change or a style change somewhere towards the middle. Because while it's not a problem right now, if it continues too long, it'll start to get a little stale. And that's the only thing I don't want to happen. So we're still just reviewing it now. That's just a little thing I was thinking about for later on. Just a thought. Bedroom for sure. Yep. Kim sang sang at your wedding back in '97. What? Damn. Look, I know y'all love. Yeah, I know. I love Kim too, but I'm telling you, sometimes that auto tune is hilarious. Damn. 15K. Whew. Lord have mercy. For two. Sheesh. I love these vocals. This is definitely an atmospheric type of song. Move this over here. Okay, then we're coming to the end of the song. Cause this was the point where I was like, all right, it's starting to, we're not dragging, but it's starting to lose steam, which is good. That's what you wanted to do toward the end of the song. In '97, ooh, oh god, and then stack the inflation on that today. Yikes, it's got to be at least triple that now. All right, we are moving on to Tampa with, this is the Usher feature, so I'm curious to hear what this Usher feature is gonna sound like. Why does it sound like the first song? Oh, it's a duet. Just definitely a bedroom song. This is probably just gonna be a bedroom playlist. I should have reacted to this on Kink Theory. Yeah, this is very mid 2000s or like mid 2010s R&B slow jam. Ooh. Yeah, definitely a bedroom song. 100%. Alright, there we go. Side nigga song. It is a very side nigga song. He does have a lot of side nigga anthems. I'm not even gonna lie. The Dream is like he's got like the Chris Brown side nigga energy with the talent of Babyface and like the kind of the sensualness of The Weeknd with it only slightly less toxic. Slightly less toxic. But I'm sick of you. I'm gonna put that down. Side nigga song. Alright, we gonna let it play. This is kind of reminding me of trying to think. What you want, you got it. Let's get the party started. Damn it, I can't even remember the name of the song. She never heard for real like this. She don't wanna be alone. She don't wanna be at home tonight. All over my phone. There was a lot of songs in the mid 2010s that was in this same key, same tempo. Your songs like Motivation and what the fuck was the one where it was like I've been thinking about you. You know, no. I can't remember who the fuck sang that goddamn song. That wasn't Lil Uzi, was it? Because that fucking ruled the 2012s. But like your slow paced, super sensual R&B love songs were really popping in the mid 2010s. That was like the year for just sex. It was the year for sex. I don't know why. It was just horny song after horny song after horny song. Wayne took that shit and ran with it. And people are just now realizing that that's literally all he's been doing for the past 20 years is horny shit. That was his era. King with wheelchair. Hey now, Canada's fine. We just it's just that one. We don't let Drake. Oh, well, I'll say part of Canada is fine. The rest of them are kind of chopped. We don't know what they're on, but it's nothing good. But Canada's got some good parts. We take the good parts and we kind of leave the weirdos over in the corner. Yeah, we just let them do whatever the fuck they want. Canada's scary. Um, y'all, Canada's they're not the friendly neighbors to the north like you think they are. They're Canada is comprised of actual psychopaths. Just Canada as a country is like on Kendrick Lamar energy, but on a global scale. The reason why there are specific ordinances in place with the Geneva Convention to prevent war crimes, you have Canada to thank for that. Canada holds the record for the most war crimes committed out of every country in the world. Yeah, they're the reason why NATO exists. Blame Canada. South Park said it best. Blame Canada. It's their fault. They're crazy. All of them. There's some of them that are corny, but them as a country, scary. Russia intentionally backed out of a war, specifically because they did not want to have to fight Canada. Even Russia's like, you know what? We're gonna leave the little feral maple syrup drunk squirrel over there, and you enjoy your ice hockey and your Toronto Raptors, and please leave us the fuck alone. Don't ever come over here again. We're afraid of you. Please, dear God. Yeah, nah, Canada's scary. They had the best PR team in the world though, cause everybody seemed to forget. They were like, oh, Canada's just all sweet and nice, and how do you do, and thank you, and a boot, and like they're so sweet. No, you've been fed lies. The media has fed you lies. Ryan Reynolds has fed you lies. All of the artists that came from Canada. Well, yeah, they fed you lies. Mm-hmm. You have been led astray. Canada is the gremlin in the corner that nobody fucks with. They're very sweet, very nice, but they're not weak. Don't mistake their kindness for weakness. That is not good. Alright, so I think I've heard enough of Tampa. It seems pretty bedroom standard, like Keisha said, a side nigga song. So we're gonna move on to the next song. This is 24/7. I like that bass. Alright, we got the same tempo here. This is probably just like a bedroom playlist disguised as an album. Okay. Another side nigga song? That bass is the only thing that's carrying this song right now. Bass carrying the fuck out of this song. Yeah, he was like, look, y'all niggas think you can make bedroom shit? I can make bedroom shit too. I'm the OG of bedroom shit. I like those synths. It's very 80s. Yeah, this production is nice. Clean. Production is smooth. I like the lyrics too. Okay. I noticed with all the songs. They're sexy love songs, very passionate, very sensual. But notice how when he refers to, her dude, her side dude, he of course is like, fuck that nigga, that's your nigga over there. She said fuck that nigga, but so far it's been actually pretty damn respectful in terms of women. Like I haven't heard a bitch or a hoe or a thotty, or I haven't heard none of that. Not a single word. Which I get it. It's R&B. It's supposed to be sensual, but a lot of R&B lately has been very hypersexual in a sense. It's less about the act of being together, and it's more just let me hyper sexualize and fetishize the female body. And not even all of the female body, just the parts that appeal to me personally. Like, I'm not saying me personally, I'm saying I'm being general. But I like this return of R&B where it's return to form. It's about passion. It's about sensualness. It's about the act of making love. And it's like people take it for granted. They're like, "Oh, it's so taboo. It's so people don't need to be listening to it." Yeah, they do. Maybe it'll teach them how to actually treat a fucking woman. We're not just walking fleshlights that you can stick your wee wee into. You fucking fourth graders, actual gorillas. We carry ourselves with some fucking grace and some class, and we expect more from our men. We expect you to be the one to take the lead, not because we're lazy, but because it's I don't know, it's exciting. We're tired of just being objects. This is less about treating women like objects and more treating your woman like a queen. Whether it's out in public, in the club, or in the bedroom. That one right there. One. Notice how there's focus on one. One woman. Not multiple. Not a bunch of them. Not a gangbang. Not a fucking bukkake. Nothing. One. Because it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. Basic math. That's how relationships work. Shout out the replay gang. Oh, I like this part. Ooh. Damn. I like that. It's very light and airy. Almost like you're in a euphoric state. Okay. Yeah, no, that I like that song. Shit. That's a good one. Out of all of them that I've listened to so far, that one is probably my favorite. All right, we're going to rate that. Oh, I want to rate it out of 10. I'll give that I don't know. I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because that was a really good song. I might run that back a couple times later while I'm trying to think, what am I doing? Late night lattes? But I don't know. YouTube might cut my fucking stream if I do that. Shit. Ugh. Fuck YouTube, bro. It really is just fuck YouTube. Alright. I'm gonna give that a 10. I like that song. Let's go through our grading system. 1 of 1 was good. I'll give that a 9. 9 out of 10. Bring That Body, I'll give that a 8 out of 10. It was a good song. It's just the auto-tune was kind of grating on my end, at least for me. The energy, you knew exactly what was going down. It set the mood, it set the tone. It was just the auto-tune carrying on for that long can be a little grating. Love Sound was kind of cool. It just, I don't know, it sounded a little standard in my opinion. So I'll give that, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Tampa, another side nigga song. It was a little more it's just about the same as Love Sound. Um and I ended up actually skipping that one just because it was kind of the same towards the end. So I'll give that a, I don't know, about the same 7 out of 10. The beat production is nice, the vocals are nice. Um the atmosphere is good. It's just, it again, it's just it's nothing that puts it above um One of One, Bring That Body, or 24/7. 24/7 is definitely a 10 out of 10 song. So I don't know, can he make it, can he make lightning strike another time? Who knows, we will get there. But this song is pretty much over. We're on to Powder Coat, featuring Pusha T and Swizz Beatz.
You'll kill whoever. Right? If we can't be together. God damn it. I don't lie, no. I just buy
Right off the rip with Pusha?
Wrist on hydro, cars on pyro, Pyrex Tybo, Richard Mille on, no typo, primetime baller, Shador and Shiloh. As I blow past all my rivals, I just sit back, watch them spiral, dreaming King Push, we just swallow.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one. And now we're picking it up a little bit. Okay, okay. I like this. Woo. Shout out to Pusha T and Swizz Beatz. Pusha fucking killed that. Just smooth as fuck. Swag. You know he was talking about the same shit too. I heard Pyrex. He talking about that dirty white. Yeah, pushing P. Let me see you push a T. Yeah, but that just, his vocals, especially where it was kind of echoed, you could hear it kind of layered on top of each other. That sounds really nice with this beat. Ooh, and this, you heard Swizz in the back. Okay, we're gonna run it back a little bit because this beat is, it's like cyberpunk almost. I love this shit. Yeah, this is a whip song, 100%. Ooh. It's like just when you think it's about to start getting stale, it builds. If y'all hear the lyrics that he just said, just, oh my god. Broken queens, frosted kings, hopelessness, broken dreams. He's talking about the industry, y'all. He's talking about the industry. It's all glitters and gold and fucking money and lights and sparkles, and it's just the darkness underneath that. Woof. Okay, yeah. Lost it all and didn't feel a thing. Lost it all and didn't feel a thing. This is a club song too, 100%. roams through the temple of light sacrilegiously. Oof. God. Golly. This is my type of shit right here. This is very atmospheric. I know that it's gonna be like a music video or something. This is giving me like a psychedelic acid trip almost. Ooh, that guitar. Oh. Just I love how Miami Vice this feels. This definitely feels like a product of the 80s. Like we're driving along the Vegas Strip at night. Oh, and or it's like a sunset. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's the end of the song. Okay. Ooh.
Dreaming King Push, we just psycho.
And then you have Push ended. Okay. Whew. Okay. Whew. Just give me a second. Cause that's a 10 out of 10 song. That I don't care what y'all say. That's 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 song. The vocals, off the wall. Push, nailed it. Swizz, nailed it. Dream, nailed it. The vibes, just cruising through the streets of Las Vegas, Miami Vice style, or like fucking just cruising through LA or Miami or Vegas, where it's just lights, palm trees, sunset, you know, just debauchery everywhere, like hidden in between the cracks, just some real cyberpunk type shit. And I love me some synthwave. I don't know, I love synthwave. That's just me personally. I'm biased. I swear I am a child of the 80s, because that shit is just, it hits something deep in here. Just, oh my god. That's a 10 out of 10 song. All right, we are on to Be My Lady featuring T.I. Oh, are we sliding on somebody? Okay. Okay. Y'all just getting freaky everywhere. Y'all just a bunch of freak nasties. This is definitely, I feel like Weeknd definitely took some inspo from him. This is giving me very Starboy type of energy. Not Starboy. What the fuck was the song that was on the 50 Shades of Grey playlist? The Hills? Is it The Hills? I think it's The Hills. Could be wrong. But this gives me The Hills by The Weeknd vibes. Oh yeah, this is some club shit. This is some strip club shit. This is some fucking bedroom shit. God damn. These vocals are just caressing my eardrums right now. Don't you shut your mouth, Oja. Talk about something you would know, the 50 Shades playlist. I don't want to hear it, okay? I hate that movie. I hate that movie with a passion, but I know what's on the playlist for research. Okay, I was very curious, and I had Spotify back then, so I listened to a lot of soundtracks. Sick of y'all. This is why I'm not looking at the chat, because I'm getting roasted. At least I'm educationally freaky, okay? Some of these niggas are out here just freaky. for nothing. Freaky and weird. I'm at least trying to teach. I'm trying to learn people something. Damn it. I love this production. God damn. I also like dark production, so I'm biased. This is like, this song would 100% be on a POV you're dating the villain playlist. Like you're dating a mafia boss, or you're dating like a kingpin, or you're dating like a fucking like a yakuza, high ranking yakuza member. That would be on a playlist like that. That's the vibe I get from this. This would 100% be on a fucking POV playlist where you're fucking the villain. You see, you just slide in the you that scared the fuck out of me, Ti. You can't do that. I forgot this nigga was on this song. Oh my god. You just slid on up in that fucking beat, just out the shadows. Right after I said that. Okay, no, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. It scared the bejesus out of me. Damn. I love that fucking pocket he's in. Well, goddamn. Woo. Okay. Yeah. He came through. He delivered. And then some. Y'all not gonna make me simp for this married man. And then some. I love the vocals, man. Just, it's one thing he's been nailing. Okay, talking his shit. Yep. Talk your shit. Yeah. I was so ready to dock off a point just because it felt like it was dragging a little bit, but then he was like, he came out with that message. I'm just like, okay, yeah, nah. He came out to talk his shit. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 song. Mm-hmm. Yep. 10 out of 10. Don't y'all stop laughing at me, okay? The one time I go barefoot. But yeah, no, T.I. really scared the fuck out of me with that. How he just manifested from the shadows on this fucking beat. Deadass, I forgot he was in the song. He didn't pop up until the last third. Which, worth it. Worth the wait. Cause he really, you ever get jump scared by a feature before? That's what happened. Like, brother slid up in there and I'm just like, oh my god. Great heavens. Tom's over there looking at me like, you fucking, you jumpy bitch. Nobody asked for your input, little nigga. Alright, we're moving on.
You know I hate that Virgo.
This is Virgo type shit.
1 minute you sweet, next minute you. Nigga, you know how you be acting.
What's happening? Oh, it's an interlude. Alright, so we got State of Peaches. I love this acoustic. Ooh. Very laid back. Very B-side. I like this. Very, very R&B B-sides. I love the snaps that kind of add a little bit of atmosphere to it. Oh. Guitar.
She said you just got back home. You sleep from the drive, I should come by later on. But all I wanted to know is if you came back alone.
Oh, okay, so that's why it's giving off kind of a wistful vibe. It's because he's in love with this girl, but I guess for some reason they didn't work out, and or maybe he's just in love. Maybe it's his wife. Maybe she went on a business trip or something. Maybe he's like waiting for her to come home. She's busy all the time. Okay, I think I'm piecing this together. They're together. He's nervous. You know, he wants to know that if he came home alone or whatever. So, all right. I see what you're putting down. But we are only 1 minute out of 5. This is a 5-minute song. Good lord. I love that. That gives me that reminds me of okay. We're building. Alright, Dream. You don't have to show off. I get it, nigga. You know how to harmonize. You really just okay. I'm trying to listen to get the story of what's going on. I love the vibe of this song. I feel in this song the same way. Trying to think, is it off the Imani Imani album? Was it Mind Games? Where it was kind of very somber, almost soft, alternative. But it was very quiet. The vocals were very raw. You could even tell the guitar was a little out of tune, but there was a purpose behind it. It was supposed to build these emotions and explain complex emotions that words can't quite quantify. And so that's the same feeling that I get listening to this. It reminds me of Mind Games, where it was just very wistful, kind of bittersweet. I love bittersweet, melancholy productions too, because you really get a chance to experiment with some expression as far as music wise and production wise. You can experiment. It really shows you. I think that's like the biggest test of your skill as a musician is, can you do a bittersweet song and can you do it well? That it really takes a lot of strength to make a song where you're at your most vulnerable. And I think that is probably the biggest challenge for any musician out there, is to make a song that showcases what it feels like to be vulnerable in any fashion, like mentally, emotionally, um just, I don't know, I really like that, and it really helps you determine their chops. It gives you a chance to really flex and challenge your chops as a musician and as a producer. So I really love this. All right, y'all are talking amongst yourselves. Good, good, good. Okay, so that's the chorus. That's the hook. We're gonna run through it again.
From the state of sweet peaches, but these days you don't say it's more like leeches. And you are too beautiful to be concerned about masculine features. It's bad when the preachers can't even teach us what love is. You're right here, but you should be above this. Prophecies and scriptures can't stand a chance against love's pendulum. Reflections of oneself. You're listening, but you ain't hearing them. The best you yet. I see you getting upset. What?
Okay. Okay. I see now why the song is 5 minutes long. We took a turn. We took a detour, and things are starting to get crazy. First of all, A plus vocals. A plus. I love that shit. Holy fuck. That just immediately you know that something is wrong. It was kind of evident in the beginning, but you could sense that something was off, but you didn't know what. Now the mask is peeling back, and now we are starting to see the darkness underneath. The layer is peeling back, and just, whew, we've gotten past the shiny glitter, surface layer. We are now down here, and we are descending further and further. All right. We're gonna run it back because I want to hear that again.
I hope you miss me twice. Sweet peach, sour plum.
And he even hinted at it at the beginning. Sweet peach, sour plum. Is that what he said?
These days you don't say it's more like leeches. And you are too beautiful to be.
And listen to that word choice. Leeches. The preachers can't even teach us what love is? Ooh. And I remember he mentioned something about you don't have to look more masculine. Let me run it back because I that was another part that I pieced up on.
These days you don't say it's more like leeches. And you are too beautiful to be concerned about masculine features. It's bad when the preachers can't even teach.
You're too beautiful to be concerned about masculine features. Just he is really peeling back at some daddy issues, and he is not holding her accountable. Notice that he's not blaming her. He's going to the source. And that's why you hear that split in the vocals where it almost sounds like, it reminds me of Kendrick in Man at the Garden, where he started to kind of diverge and split, and you could hear two voices, almost three voices, echoing each other, but on different wavelengths. And it was some very otherworldly type of vocals, and the same thing is happening here. There's a divergence happening, and the personalities are splitting. I like this, and with love-hate as the concept, I see that this is where we finally start peeking at the love/hate, and they're starting to split and kind of voice themselves for the very first time. It's like the personality is splitting, and we see every individual portion of it. I like this. I like this a lot. This is a good song.
You're right here, but you should be above this. Prophecies and scriptures can't stand a chance against love's pendulum. Reflections of oneself. You're listening, but you ain't hearing them. The best you yet. I see you getting upset. What I'm trying to say is stars don't even compare. If you
Now it's starting to sound like a Prince song.
never was there, you can't care if you unaware. And I can't care about you if you ain't here. And she say, fair.
That was a nice bridge. I don't know why this chorus kind of reminds me of I don't know, it feels like something that you would hear off of Michael's Invincible album. I love this piano. Oh, that's gorgeous. With the synth pad in the background. And then that shift into the minor key. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a 10 out of 10. Just production wise, musically, that we went on a whole journey. That was a gorgeous song. Gorgeous. Holy, this art. There's music and then there's art. Art. That was just fucking wow. I was like sitting here like I'm wondering where this is going. It was starting to feel like it got stale, and then right when I was like this feels like it's getting stale, it just we shifted to the upside down. And I'm just like, "Whoa. What the hell?" And then as it started becoming clearer, you notice it took on kind of a like a Prince style where it was the same key, but it was now in not like a minor. It was like it took on a completely different scale, and it was fighting alongside the major key, and so there was dissonance right then and there. And then it just built and built, and then it went, and then you finally reach that point of clarity where everything comes back together. I love the shit out of that song. That's a 10 out of 10. Holy hell. The album cover looks like it's the opening frame of a new Power series. It does. Alright, this one is called Favorite. I hear texting. Oh, okay, we're in triple time. Oh no, okay, it's just double time.
Just show me some respect, and this ain't gotta go nowhere after that. Don't wanna be your ex, don't wanna
Dark
be
production.
your ex, don't wanna meet your father. I can't meet your mother. When she asks you what this is, you better say other. She only love me on the weekends, and I only love her when
Damn.
freaking, yeah.
Damn.
Love swimming on the deep end, crazy. Sending naked pictures in the DM, baby.
I love dark production. I'm sorry. It's just so dark and gothic. Ugh. Ooh. Okay, so now we're in toxic weekend territory. Club song for shit show. Dark production. I love the choir. Oh my god. Choir, violins, toxic, weekend song vibes. Oh, you hear that brass? That deep, dark brass in the mix there. Oof. Okay, we're building, we're building. And we both how we wanna be, babe. Fuck again, then get some sleep, babe. Damn. She loves swimming on the deep end, crazy. Okay. Now we've slowed down. She tell you not to save it. You know she lying when she tell you you're her favorite. So this is the hate part of the love hate. We've shifted. You know she knows I'm lying. Ooh. Oh, do you hear that? God, I love that shit. Weird dark synth. And then the beat just drops. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There's so much happening in this mix, but it's like it's not like it's overwhelming, because this is like something you would hear in an orchestra. Because when you're listening to an orchestra, especially in the main melody, a lot of times there's a lot of different things going on that builds the overall theme of the music. And so I just, little touches here and there I'm picking up on in the mix. This is like a gothic fucking magnum opus. Like, Jesus Christ. This is very operatic in how, and the attention to detail, two, the orchestration in the background, and just the whole vibe that it gives off is just dark, gothic. We are definitely in the hate territory. Sounds like a siren, almost like a police siren. Feels like you're at the club and you just dropped a tab of acid. This feels like very it's slowing down. And then it goes right into obviously / juxtapose. Okay, I already favorite, I would give it a 10 out of 10. But for one reason. The synth that goes into the next part of the song. I don't know. For me personally, it felt a little clumsy. Just saying, but the transition more than made up for it. The transition itself, or like the next beat, definitely made up for it, especially with everything that was going on in the mix. It's like it felt like that synth could have been switched out for something else, something that wasn't quite as jarring to the rest of the track. And I think that's the only thing that holds it back. I'm being very nitpicky right now because the album is good. The album is fire. This is a fire album so far. We've not had anything under a 7 out of 10 so far. So that's why I'm being very nitpicky. I'm critiquing this on a musician's level. So that's the only thing that keeps it from a 9 or from a 10 out of 10. That is a 9, by the way. And just from obviously that transition straight into the next song was clean as fuck. So it's already got points just off of that alone. And this atmosphere is, we are still in that dark, gothic, heavy. I see why it's like black and red. We are in villain territory here. Hey, Analog, good to see you. More like candy flipping. Alright, you guys are good. Oh, okay, so we got some spiteful shit happening. Ooh, I love this beat. The vocals, nasty. Okay. Compared to Favorite, it might change later though, but compared to Favorite, it feels a little weaker. Okay, never mind. And then it fluctuates, I noticed. Okay, so I see the theme. The theme is evident. That heavy rumble in the background, it sounded almost like thunder. Is that a guitar? That heavy overdrive guitar? Ooh. Heavy distorted guitar in the background. Gives a very dangerous kind of feel. Yeah, there it is. Alright, now we're here a cappella. I think we're about to be transitioning into the second part of the song. Okay. Alright, we're building. This percussion is nice too. Oh, okay. Beat switch. Now we're in the Matrix. Now he's going after your man, but not in that way. He said, "Did you put a classical piece in here, my nigga? Are we reaching into a classical bag here? Like dark classical for this? No wonder it says juxtapose, cause what a fucking fusion of genres here. We've got like almost like a rave type early 2000s dark 80s, or this, I don't know, it feels like almost like an 80s fucking Blade Runner type shit, and then you just hear the classical piano in the background, and it's like, oh, some shit's going down. Nah, we're in the villain's territory now. We are in villain territory. This nigga is Dracula. I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like, that's genuinely the vibe. My God. Okay, now we're in juxtapose. 100%. Are we being transported into a spaceship? What the hell's going on here? I love that chord progression. I don't know, something about it. That right there. They call it, I can't remember if that's part of the Devil's Chord or not. But there's a reason why it's called the Devil's Chord. It's just dark as fuck. I love this shit. Okay, so this is the part where the acid trip starts to get, it starts turning into nightmare. Like a nightmare fuel type shit. Okay. With the echo of the vocals and how isolated it are, I don't know, it kind of gives the feeling of we're either about to wake up from the trip or we're about to fall deeper into it. Kind of gives a aura of mystery. The tritone, yes, I love the tritone. I knew there was a word for it. You think the dream keeps a katana nearby? It's probably not a katana. It's probably like Dracula's sword from Castlevania. Or Alucard's sword from Castlevania. I wouldn't doubt it. This is like Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. Oh, I love this. Just okay. I love that. Oh, we're speaking Spanish now. Español? Mi amor. Yeah, this is definitely some I'm fucking the villain of this story type shit. I love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I got, that was music, like, what the fuck, what can I say? I love this shit. This is art. I'm listening to art right now. So just I have to judge it differently. I'm not judging it on music anymore. I'm judging it on art. That is art. Here we go. Oh, I love that already. It's kind of got like a Latin American. Yeah, very, very Mexican mariachi.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Papi te amo. Damn. Okay. We got Kelly Rowland on the track. If I met Dracula, I'd recommend a good orthodontist.
But you know what I'm talking about.
It's 2026. You gotta tell me exactly what you're trying to do.
Okay.
What they hiding from?
Okay, I tell you. But you gotta do it.
Oh. Right off the bat, communication. I like that. Promoting communication between partners. 100%. Love the brass. Gives off a mariachi feel. I'm just writing this down for my notes for later.
Give me 5 stars when I'm done. Hallelujah, amen. Girl, I want you.
Definitely. This is less like a bedroom song and more like a dinner date. This is like a date song, 100%.
Found a spot in a parking lot. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Yes. Ooh, baby. Yes. Ooh, baby. And she like, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
I hear I didn't interrupt. You know the rules. Thou shalt not interrupt Kelly Rowland when she's singing. That's just the law.
And she like, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, my nigga say, bring that ass over. I'm putting you on a poster. My name ain't Eric, but I'ma do you like I'm supposed to. Plastic off the sofa. Real nigga chose.
Now I noticed that the bass in the background is very subdued. And at first I was like, that's kind of weird, but then I thought about it and I'm like, it kind of feels like a heartbeat. If you listen very closely, you'll see what I'm talking about. Strictly for my niggas. Thank you for the 5. Oh, have a great stream. Thank you, Analog. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Always been that's a day one Rough Rider A1 right there. Hold on, because this is really good so far, so I don't want to interrupt it. I want to give my thoughts on Papi Te Ama. Oh my god. Just a very relaxing, laid back, just a love song. And it reminds me of Bruno Mars's album that he made. That I reacted to that too. That reaction is still up on my channel. It is still getting views and comments to this day. I did not think that people would like rock with that reaction, just because I don't know how many people like Bruno Mars. I underestimated how many people like Bruno Mars, but it reminds me of that album where it's just love, passion, love, and it's just it's so sweet. That's definitely something that two people that grew up in like the mid 2010s or the mid 2000s that grew up around that R&B, that's like a song that they would listen to 20 years down the line. You know, when they have a night to themselves and they want to just dance and drink their wine and just enjoy themselves and just enjoy each other. I don't know, that's a very sweet, very just close connection type song. And we don't get a lot of that, especially not anymore, in the black R&B space. We don't get a lot of that anymore, and I like positivity like that, where it's like, fuck the sex, that doesn't matter. You know, we're not having sex, we're making love. But it's different. It's like, it's not even making love half the time. It's just feeling you in my arms, having your arms around me, and just enjoying the being close to each other in that moment. It's some beautiful, beautiful shit. And Kelly Rowland absolutely killed it. Vocals like silk, caressing my eardrums. Just, I never thought I would. I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. I wish I could just. It's so. When you break it down, it's so sweet. Like, fuck, god damn it, Dream, stop this. You were just bangers after bangers so far. Stark contrast to the album that I reacted to last week. I agree with that, by the way. Kendrick did, in fact, write Poetic Justice. There's no way he didn't write it. There's no way. Okay.
Oh, baby, I'm a mess. When you get time,
Ooh.
take your sweet time. Come and clean me up. You know a nigga feeling for you. You got me pressed. Yeah, it ain't no me time. It's just we time.
This feels like an OG Chris Brown song. Like old school Chris Brown.
Come inside, you've been outside, baby. Take my pride, take my pride. One more time, every time, baby. Run that vibe to me. We collide, baby. Be so kind if you rewind, baby. One more time,
Feels
every
like
time, baby. No hands, baby, no hands.
early Chris Brown.
Till you finish. You know I miss you, girl. It's been a minute, baby. No hands, give it to me, no hands.
That reminds me of
Girl, it's been a minute. No hands, no hands.
just that one part reminds me of I know it's a stark contrast in tone, but it just made me think about Say Ah. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. The one that they play in the club every single time because they know it's a club banger. Once you hear that, hey girl, it's your birthday, open wide, I know you're thirsty. I had no business listening to that song, by the way. Whenever I listened to it back in, I was still in school at the time. No business, zero, none. We had no business listening to Motivation either, but people were singing that at a talent show, so I mean, it is what it is.
From the club to the car, baby, we don't stop. Push start, but we never
Bubble
leave
Bunny,
our
welcome.
and we hot box
I'd say it's got a bit of Liberian Girl. Yes. Oh my god.
sweating out your head.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
I don't care.
Fire song, by the way. Liberian Girl, fire.
Face down, watch it cause you running, run that vibe, baby. Come inside, you've been outside, baby. Take my pride, take my pride, take my pride.
Has Liberian Girl vibes.
Run that vibe to me. We collide,
But welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
baby. One more time, every time, baby.
See, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're on track 13 out of 17, by the way. Yeah, this is definitely a whip song. And there's gonna be a lot of niggas out here driving with no hands. You freak nasties. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Did he put the Ella in there? From yeah, he sure did. That's like his handle at this point. If y'all didn't know that he wrote Umbrella by Rihanna, by God, you gonna figure it the fuck out. You gonna learn today. That's a nice song. I won't give it a 10 out of 10 because it wasn't anything super starstruck like the other songs that came before it. But it was a good song. It's very, I don't know, very club standard. Like people in my comments were saying, it's got Liberian Girl vibes. It feels like early old school Chris Brown a little bit. I liked it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. That's a nice, reasonable score. It was nothing out of the park, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad, nor was it a boring song. I would definitely play this in the whip. We're moving on to track 14, A Cold Summer. Ooh. I'm hearing what sounds like reversed audio. Yeah, the minor key. I will say this, the way the production sounds, it kind of sounds like a ticking clock. But with the bass end of that, just off in the distance, you just hear the clock ticking very slowly. It's dragging. Things are very dreary. So okay, so the theme and the tone of the song is set.
Fucking with you, fucked up my whole summer. By the way,
Loving the reaction. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. I am judging this purely on a musician standpoint because I know what I'm dealing with now.
it feels crazy when I see you out. My old friends and your new crew now.
Okay.
You're undecided, but they all you now. You used to hate them, but I see you cool now. So the condo on Collins, I'm trying to move on. But I didn't lay that in the bed, think about it to that hot.
So it sounds like a breakup. The girl has moved on.
Bentley to a rose, I went too far down that road. Still gone. Ain't no coming, ain't no turning back.
Ain't no turning back for us.
It's been way too long, girl, it's been a long year. I'm just trying to survive, wanna have my summer gear. You know the season is
I love that little glitch that happened in there. That was very thematic. Almost like he was about to. Almost like there was about to be like a system error.
my whole summer.
Fuck up my whole summer.
By the way, fucking with you, fucked up the whole summer. By the way,
Oh my god, I definitely
that you swore that you hated,
feel
we
it.
would debate it, always come through now. The type of niggas you said you'd never kick it with, I see it's kung fu now. I fly to Miami
Emotion.
just to eat a carbone. Oh, but you drive through
Sad.
now. Well, I guess that's love.
Damn.
But since
I guess that's love.
love
Shit.
enough. Now every girl I see, I need. Once love.
Every girl I see, I need. I'ma tell you what, man. When it comes to writing, this nigga has been on point. This nigga has been knocking these songs out of the park when it comes to writing. Because it feels surface level. But then when you start to go into it, you start to understand it and you connect with it more. And then you're like, damn. And a lot of these punchlines are hitting a lot harder. Because one, the tone of the song, and two, the lyrics. It tells a story. He is telling stories. He is taking you on a journey. And bravo. Writing, 10 out of 10. Holy shit. No wonder. The Grammys are deserved. Oh. There's a little bit of spite in here, I'm noticing. There's a lot of spite, actually. A lot of spite. Every girl I see, I need her. Yeah. It's been a long year. Jesus. Yeah, he is really hurting right now in this one. I love these vocals too. Just oof. There it is. That's that reverse thing that I was talking about, where you reverse audio deep in the mix. It's almost giving the impression of everything is you're regressing. We're moving backwards. Where you've made progress before, everything is rewinding, or you're just like rewinding through all of the good times, or you could even interpret it as almost like you're spiraling. I don't know. I love that when you rewind audio, because it can be used very, very strategically in terms of musicianship and in terms of song structure. It can help build the tone and emphasize the tone of a song, especially if it's like a super dark or super contemplative type of song. because the reverse audio is designed to make you uncomfortable in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, this kind of feels like you're watching home videos or something in the dark with the curtains drawn, you're shut in, you're completely shut away from the world, and you're just rewinding through old memories of happier times. Just God, this song is gorgeous. Even the title, A Cold Summer, it juxtaposes itself. Which we saw juxtaposing is when you have two themes that are put together, but the tones are in conflict. So, a cold summer. You know, summer is the hottest time of year. And so, cold would signify that's an opposite. That it's like, why? How? How? But then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, okay, yeah, of course it would be a cold summer because it, you know, when something's not hot, it's cold. And when people give you the cold shoulder, cold has always been commonly associated with sad themes, more heartbroken type things, very down south, very dour, almost mourning type, because same with rain. I feel like if this was in the 80s or the 70s, it would be a rainy summer or like a stormy summer, where it's a complete contradiction of each other. So I really like when they play with juxtaposing titles like that. So just I think this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 song.
Another day, I'm just another nigga that you used to know. This song was not another way to keep you close. It's been way too long.
Damn.
Girl, it's been a long year. I'm just trying to survive when I in my summer.
Yeah, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 song.
It's been a long year, motherfucking born. And no, by the way, fucking with you fucked up my whole summer. By the way, fucking with you fucked up the whole summer. By the way, fucking with you fucked up the whole summer.
And then ends on fucking with you fucked up the whole summer.
Come here,
Alright,
girl.
we're on to Blow My Mind.
Feel so blessed to be in your presence. So baby, bring me that thing you was blessed with. Hey, yeah. Blow my mind.
Damn, I'm so blessed to be in your presence. So bring me that thing you was blessed with. Woof. Okay.
Bring me that thing you was blessed with.
We writing up in here.
Blow my mind, blow my mind. You blow my mind, you still blow my mind.
Vocals are
Blow my mind, you still blow my mind, blow my mind, blow my mind, you still blow my mind, blow my mind.
interesting. The reverb that he put on the background vocals, it makes it sound almost ethereal. Like it was like they're singing in a cathedral or something. Okay, I'm getting elements of that toxic.
Forever, ever and ever. Whatever you want, you got it from me. You the star of my heart, baby, sign this for me.
Why does this come off? This kind of reads like a Sway Lee song.
Blow my mind, blow my mind. You blow my mind, you still blow my mind, blow my mind. Blow my mind, you still keep you on the edge, you keep it trill.
Yeah, those, like, the way the vocals are really wet in the background, it gives off almost like you're in a huge room where the acoustics are very wide, expansive, very cathedral-esque.
Cause you're my California day, basking in your sunshine, no rain, no work. Can we get past the occasional downpour? We come back, we right back, cause we wanted more. We right there, and you can't ignore the love we got. Shawty, you're the sweet spot. Whatever you want, you got it from me. You the star of my heart, baby, sign this for me. Make it out to your baby. Say you love me crazy.
guitar. Oh, and then the way it echoed, but it was kind of muted a little bit. Ooh. I love this. Just, I'm vibing right now. I love this. And that's the thing, is that if I can connect with your music emotionally, you've already won. You already won. If I can form a connection with your what you have to bring as an artist, that's, you've already passed the first test. That's why I'm nitpicking, because as far as emotion, I'm tapped in. Love the production. Again, the production, top notch. Vocals are 10 out of 10 as usual. Oh, here we go. This is called I Remember. I, comma, remember. I remember when I used to pray about you, I remember dreaming about you up in the coop. I remember that okay. Became more than friends. You said you had a man, I hope that he'll understand. I remember when I used to pray about you. I remember making love up in your room. I remember my I'm trying to remember what this reminds me of another artist. Definitely a club song. Okay. So we're definitely still in that hate territory. Not quite all the way in the hate, but it's a spectrum. We're definitely almost like on that other side. Production is dark. Definitely sounds very modern, or like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like 20, like your mid 2010s, but not your mid 2010 R&B, but it reminds me of your mid 2010s hip hop. Tens hip hop. Lyrics suggest concept. This is definitely giving off what I learned is called benevolent misogyny. Yeah. Because he's in the club right now, but he's hooking up with this girl, but it doesn't seem like it's for a very good reason. Seems like more it's out of spite, probably from, stemming off of what happened in track 14. I get it, I bet. Let's see, 16. The hell was that? Alright, we've got the last track of the album. This is called Perfect, featuring Rick Ross. Let's see if Rick Ross will deliver, because I heard that the album was not that great. Everything you see, compared to his old stuff, of course.
Not like for even a second.
Okay.
Every flaw,
I like the production.
every piece of you.
Always spitting
All these
poetry.
things about you that you think I don't like. It's what I love the most. Check this.
Hmm.
Shawty, you the baddest. Don't it work your magic.
Ooh.
Run and tell your daddy where you at so he ain't asking.
Nah, I'm bumping this up a little bit.
Nothing better than seeing a good girl in some bad shit. Ass is the fattest. The reason we in traffic. The reason I'ma lose my mind.
Damn.
The reason my life tragic. And you're the future's classic.
Yeah, no, this is a banger. This is a banger. Woof.
Perfect. If I die over you right now, it was worth it. You do this shit on purpose. Yeah, you know you perfect. And girl,
Beat,
you know I need you
drop,
right now. Like this shit,
nasty.
I hate you, but you perfect. Perfect. I love to hate you, but you perfect.
Ah, okay, that's why I'm hearing that kind of bass, persistent bass deep in the mix. I hate you, but you're perfect. So it's more of it's just the epitome. Yeah, so what we're getting here is the epitome of the concept of the album, the love-hate. This is the second part of the love-hate. Alright, but I'm gonna run it back just because I had to pause it. Literally said, love to hate you, but you perfect.
So peach, so flawless, elite, so rare, the sweet, and Prada of Vans, no hands, no you don't understand, stop playing, I've been saying, shawty, perfect, if I die over you right now, it was worth it, you do this shit on purpose.
Yeah, and I see that at first glance, it's like, oh, it's kind of toxic, but at the same time, it's not, it's kind of normal. It's surprisingly just like a normal relationship, but it's a passionate one because no relationship is perfect. If nothing is going wrong, at least a little bit in the relationship, that means something is going wrong. There will always be some sort of conflict that you will come to down the road. And I'm not saying that you should be the one starting the conflicts, but it's bound to happen. We're all human. We're creatures of habit. We make mistakes. And so in relationships, you're going to fight. You're going to argue. There are going to be things that you don't agree with on. And that's okay. And being in a relationship is the ability to see the other's perspective and be like, we can agree to disagree unless it's something that, is actively affecting the relationship. Then that's when the compromise part comes in. And it's not just the man that's got to compromise. It's not just the woman. It's both sides. They have to compromise and or sacrifice something in order for the relationship to be functional. And when I say sacrifice, I'm not talking like huge sacrificing, like part of your entire life or friendships or relationships with your family or anything. I'm talking about like very small, minuscule, unassuming things that you have to give up or push to the side. Like personal biases have to be pushed to the side. Personal thoughts and opinions sometimes have to be pushed aside as well. If you want to, you want to keep things stable. And there is give and there is take. And there has to be equal parts, give and take from both sides in order for the relationship to work. So this at first glance seems toxic, but he also says, I love to hate you, but you're perfect. If I died over you, it would be worth it. He's literally telling this woman, I would die for you. You are my right hand, my queen. You are my trump card. You are there. You are my +1 at all time. You are my player 2. You are just you were there with me. And yes, we fucking fight. I swear sometimes you do it on purpose. You get on my fucking nerves sometimes, but you're perfect. And I would have it no other way. That's some gorgeous shit right there. Acknowledging that the flaws are there. The flaws in the relationship are there. But understanding that you would have it no other way. You know, loving this person enough to be like, despite all that we go through, even throughout life, like it doesn't even matter. I still love you. You are still my queen, and you're perfect. And I would never change anything about you. That is some beautiful, beautiful shit. I love this song. All right, Rick, he's supposed to be coming in soon.
You know I need you right now. Like this shit urgent. Love to hate you, but you perfect. Perfect. I love to hate you, but you perfect.
All right, I think Rick is going to be coming in soon after this chorus part right here. Oh, there it is. Alright, Rick, let's see what you got.
Exes, they wanna know, are you truly in love, or will I be getting ghosts? The phantom be sitting low, money it gets me high. I'm whispering to her mind while running deep inside. She called it falling in love. Another night with a thug. I'm spitting bars in the DM for Birkin bags. I'm the plug. Baby, let's break the rules. Fuck me the first night. Cause I know that them broke niggas are the worst type. Minks in the dirt, kinks in the church, rubber band fast money sync with the work, whip game proper, do it non-stopper, R.I.P. to B.I.G., yes, Big Papa.
Okay, R.I.P. to B.I.G., Big Papa. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Okay, it was about the same as it was on your album. I'll say that. Some of the stuff I got it, but as far as delivery, as far as the shit that he was talking about, pretty much the same as what was on the album. So mid, I'll say mid. Feature is mid. Song is spectacular. All right, and that is the end of our song, of our album here. Of course, it would cut to just a bunch of ass. It's not like they're very nice asses too. So, but we'll go here for now, just to get my final thoughts in, because we are just approaching the 2-hour mark, and I want to be able to edit this down and get it out for everybody on YouTube. I will be going live again later for late night lattes. I will be reacting to more nostalgic commercials, just because, I don't know, it's early in the morning. Well, when it gets to be early in the morning, and I'm up at the time. So if you guys want to come through and chill out and react to some nostalgic commercials, be sure to drop on by. I'll be on YouTube and Twitch again, and that's gonna probably be at maybe 2 a.m., something like that, 2 or 3, around that time. But I will definitely be going live again for late night lattes. Yes, and I will be making virtual lattes while I react to it. But that album is, I didn't even give my score. 9, I'll say. The song itself, without the feature, is a 10 out of 10. But I feel like Rick Ross's feature drags it down. I wouldn't say it drags it down 2 points, but it definitely drags it to a 9 out of 10. So, would have definitely been a 10 out of 10 if the Rick Ross feature wasn't there. I remember I'll say it's, in terms of storytelling and ambience, I'd give that a 9 out of 10 as well. Um, it's not anywhere near on the same level as like obviously a juxtapose are probably my favorite. That's my favorite because I'm trying to think which one was the one that had Ti on it. That was that no, State of Peaches actually is my favorite. Ti was on Be My Lady. Okay, that was a great song. Fantastic song. But yeah, State of Peaches is my favorite out of the whole album, production wise and just musically, sonically. Just oh my god, what a journey it took me on. Blow My Mind, will say, let's see, the vocals are 10 out of 10. Lyrics suggest a toxic romance. In terms of keeping with the theme, it is definitely above a 5 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's like weak, but I'll say Blow My Mind is probably the weakest song on the album. So that would probably take it to like a 6 out of 10. And I'm not judging it in terms of it, whether it's good or not. All of these songs are good. These are just nitpicks. So if it seems like I'm judging harshly, I'm sorry. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm trying to see, did I score all of them? All right, so we got One of One. That was a 9 out of 10. Bring That Body, 8 out of 10. Love Sound, 7 out of 10. Tampa was also a 7 out of 10. 24/7, 10 out of 10. Powder Coat, 10 out of 10. Pusha T killed it. Swizz Beatz killed it. Be My Lady, 10 out of 10. T.I. absolutely destroyed that fucking song. Killed it. Absolutely just slam dunk, knocked it out of the park. Thank you for the follow, Sarah. I forgot you were on Twitch. But State of Peaches, gorgeous fucking song. Gorgeous song. It's my favorite song on the album. Worth every minute of all of those 5 minutes. Favorite, 9 out of 10. Obviously slash juxtapose is probably my second favorite on the album. That is a 10 out of 10 as well. Papi Te Ama is just sweet and gorgeous, and it's such a, oh my god, just it hits you right here in the heartstrings. If it doesn't, you're I don't know what to tell you. Find some joy. No Hands, I gave that an 8 out of 10. Very standard, but the vocals and the beat and the delivery and the storytelling carries it. So it keeps it from being like your typical 6 out of 10 type song. A Cold Summer, gorgeous song. I love it. I don't know, I'm biased. I love dark production. Blow My Mind was the weakest of my in my opinion, 6 out of 10. Like it kept in theme with what was going on in terms of we are in like the hate territory of the love-hate relationship. Very spiteful. Toxic romance. The production and the vocals are 10 out of 10, so that's the only thing that keeps it from a 5 out of 10 is the production, the vocals, and the writing. I Remember, 9 out of 10. Like again, it's like a early 2010s hip hop song. It kind of gives me that vibe. Again, keeping with the dark theme of the love-hate relationship. But again, I don't know, it wasn't near on the same level as A Cold Summer and the other 10 out of 10 songs. So I couldn't give it a perfect score off of that. There was just something that was missing that was keeping it from hitting the same. It just didn't hit the same as State of Peaches, or obviously slash juxtapose. Perfect is a 9 out of 10 song only because of Rick Ross's feature. If Rick Ross's feature was not on the song, it'd have been a 10 out of 10. just off of theme and messaging alone, and the production and the vocals. Writing, out of the park. Rick Ross's feature is the only thing that bogs it down to a 9 out of 10. So let's see here. We've got, I would say overall, that's an A. That's an A. This is an A album. It's not exactly an A plus because there's just a couple that kind of keeps it from that perfect score. But this is definitely like an A, almost A minus album. And that I'll stick with A. I'll play it on the safe side and I'll give it an A. Bam. But yes, that was Love Hate Part 2 by The Dream. That was a fantastic album. What a journey. I loved the shit out of all of these songs. And again, I had to nitpick because there was nothing major to really pick at other than technical choices that could have been that didn't really land as well to me personally. Because everybody's going to listen and they're going to hear something different. Everybody's going to judge the album differently, and that's okay. People respond to certain types of music differently. And so, in my opinion, this is an A. This is an A tier album. So, The Dream, fucking fantastic job. All the features, Kelly Rowland, T.I., Rick Ross, I'm trying to remember who else was on the albums. Pusha T, Swizz Beatz. Just congratulations, y'all. Y'all did your thing. Pusha T and Kelly Rowland are my favorite. Usher was on here too. He was on like the first song. But I don't know. That's the only reason why I didn't get a 10 out of 10. Because, it just wasn't. Usher's vocals aren't what they used to be. And I don't know. People may not like that opinion, but that's just how I feel about it. Didn't really give it that oomph. Because I don't know. He's kind of all name and no substance now. Because even on the T.I. track, his feature was kind of weak, in my opinion. So, all the features that came through, you did fantastic. But Push, T.I., and Kelly Rowland really showed up and showed out. They absolutely knocked their features out of the park. All of them. And so, congratulations. Y'all did the damn thing. So, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to get to editing and I'm going to get ready for late night lattes. So, I hope you guys had a good time. I hope this was as pleasant for you as it was for me. And I'm definitely going to be bumping this album. It's going to be in heavy rotation. It's going on the playlist. So, that is a playlist certified album. And as always, let me bring in Tom so that he can help me say goodbye as my little co-pilot. He was taking a back seat this time because he needed to chill out. He had a little bit of a bender last night, and so he's he's recovering. So, as always, I have been Nixis, and I will catch you guys in the next live stream. Catch y'all later.